Hi, this is Paul Niebuhr with Synergy Networks. This is a status report for the Connecticut State Golf Association and their event registration system. The event registration system has two parts to it: the command backend and a Drupal front end, which is where the players are going to go to actually register. No players will actually ever log into command. They're always going to go to the Drupal website, log in there. The Drupal website is built to use the command API to gather all the data and save registrations, things like that. So first we're just going to take a look at the events module, and we've activated this and started setting that up for the CSGA. There are two pieces to an event. The theory behind the event module is you have the same event year after year, and then you have occurrences of that event. So we've set up two events here, a one-day tournament for New Haven and a one-day tournament at the Wethersfield Country Club. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this event. There's really not much information to the event. There's the event name, the event type, all of which of yours are going to be golf tournaments. You can put in an event description and an event note. These are things that the API can use to display information about the event on, say, the Drupal website or even the csgalinks.org website. So then what you would do is you would create an occurrence of one of these events. You do that by clicking on the plus sign next to the event. Now, I've already set up a couple of event occurrences, one for each of these. So if I just click on the event occurrence tab, you'll see that there are one for each of them, and now they have a date associated with them. So you can have, for say that the one-day tournament New Haven Country Club, you'd have maybe a 2016 one, 2017. You would have the same event year over year. And then the nice thing about grouping them together like this is you would be able to potentially do some kind of comparisons year after year for these events. So let's go ahead and take a look at one of the event occurrences. Now we get, as opposed to the event where there's not much information, the event occurrence has a lot of information. So you have basic event information, start date, start time, end date, end time, when the date that registration opens, the time that registration opens, and the end time when registration closes, the date and time. Status, you're probably not going to use the tentative a whole lot. This indicates that they can register online, whether you're allowing a wait list, the club associated, and these are actually facilities, so we've got to get the facilities set up. And then you can put in some other basic information that gets stored with the event. If we had put in a description and a note in the event, they would have been copied into the event occurrence, but I didn't put any, so there's nothing in there. Tournament, we need to set up potentially the different kinds of formats, whether they're scramble, things like that. Don't think that you're going to need much of the rest of this. The volunteer system is not ready to go yet, but feel free to at least enter that information so it becomes available. If it will, you can make use of it. Season, we would create obviously a season year after year, and the reason for that is so that we can group these events together into some type of a schedule. Probably not going to need to deal with qualifiers. Registrants, you will see this start to fill up as people register for the event. We're not going to go too much into the rest of these tabs because I don't think they necessarily apply in your case. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at contacts. And we're going to pick on Bill. Okay, so here's Bill's record. When someone creates a profile on the website, first of all, we're going to have to work out whether they have to be in here in command already, whether they're going to add, they're going to, based on registering for an event, that they're going to add a contact in command. Most likely that will be the case, since I'm guessing not everyone will have a GIN number, although those are a couple of things that we have to discuss. At any rate, the whole registration system depends on the tight integration between Drupal and command. So if we just, this is the Drupal website that was set up for the registration system, and if we take a look at people, you will see that there are no people. There's no users on the system. So if we come over to command now and we add a web user for Bill, it can be Bigler and test. There's only one website, so you're not going to have to pick that. And he is a player. So this is now a login for Bill. We've got a little bit of an issue because it doesn't save his role from the beginning. There we go. Now he's a player. Now if we come back over to the Drupal website and we refresh the people list, you'll see that there's B. Bigler now, and he is a player. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log off as the administrator, and I'm going to log on as B. Bigler. And now we're logged in as B. Bigler in the registration website. From here, this is about where we are in development. We're now going on to the specific kinds of things that they're going to need to register for the event after they've selected. We've got to build the tournament list so that they can pick from a tournament, the T-sheet. Those are things that are coming, but that is the status of where we are today. If you have any questions, feel free to, or you want to go over this in person, we can do a WebEx. Feel free to give a call or shoot me an email. Thanks very much.